Welcome to a video from digitallife.com. New Windows 10 build to look at. This is 18965 for Windows Insiders on the fast ring, and there's just one major change, or one main change to this build in the app settings. So when you sign in now, you can choose how your apps start up. So here's the setting: automatically save restartable apps when I sign out and restart them when I sign in. So if you have that set on and you have an app that's restartable, it will restart from where you left off. So maybe something like Edge, or a Windows Store app, or a UWP app that would automatically restart. So with that set on now, if I restart, the app should just continue from where it left off, or go back to this point. So we can actually give that a try, because I'm running on a virtual machine today on my Surface laptop. So I'm going to restart that, and we'll be able to see which apps come back on now I've enabled that option. So I've just restarted, and you see that the apps haven't restarted. So let's try signing out and back in. Let's see how that works. Right, I've just signed back in. Let's see if the apps reopen. So no, the apps haven't restarted, so I'm not quite sure why that is the case, and why that setting doesn't take effect. Maybe the apps themselves have got to register that they're capable of doing that, so we'll see. The rest of the changes are fairly minor. There's some changes to the Feedback Hub with some coloured suggestions in them, but Feedback Hub not part of Windows 10 strictly. The rest of the changes are all fairly minor. They fix some issues with unexpected, when you the rest of the changes are fairly minor. When you go into settings, there's some things that say managed by your organisation for insiders, and that's when it's not. They fix that. They fixed an issue with launching the keyboard, the touch keyboard, some high contrast modes, some notification areas. The focus, it wouldn't open correctly if you did Windows B. They fixed a couple of Bluetooth and other settings pages where it wasn't read correctly using the screen reader, and they fixed an issue with adding wireless displays if your text scaling was at 200%. There's still some known issues. One of them isn't listed is the Connect app. The Mirrorcast receiver app is no longer available, and doesn't work if you go through the settings and launch it either. But that's not on the release notes. But in the release notes, they mentioned the cloud download option for Reset PC. The option's there, but it's not running at the moment. Anti-cheat software, familiar issue. Realtek SD card readers. Sometimes the minimize, maximize, and close buttons may not work for certain apps. I haven't seen that myself, and there may be some Linux distributions that don't work correctly, the Linux subsystem, and there's some PCs that are coming up with high resources for the DWM, and a small number of insiders having problems with LSASS.exe crashing, and they're looking at that as well. So I'm hoping they'll add the Connect issue, because I do like using that for sending displays from one PC to another. So those are your changes to the build. Not a huge amount, and tried some of them and not that successful, but you can continue watching on digitallife.com and our YouTube channel as we go monitor all the changes to Windows 10, and you can find me on Twitter @IrisDixon.